politics. And today, one of the news we're hearing is that Peter Obi has been cleared by NDC as a consensus candidate for the NDC. And they've also closed that chapter of people buying form for the presidential ticket. Okafor.
Yeah, I think congratulations to all the Obedient family globally for this feat. I think any true obedience today should be happy that the purpose of obedience is actually satisfied already. The purpose of obedience is simply predicated on Peter Obi's being on the ballot as a presidential candidate and eventually, hopefully, becoming the president of Nigeria. Whatever other ancillary motives, maybe people running with his, running under his shoulder, all those are secondary. And it's not sufficient for any true obedient to be unhappy, because once Peter Obi has found a spot, especially when it was increasingly becoming difficult for him to find a place, to run, I think every obedient should be happy. But two, I think a great appreciation to somebody in the person of Senator, His Excellency Senator Seraki Dixon, a builder, being courageous to build a home, because the Nigerian Constitution does not allow independent candidates. So taking the lead to build a party, and with his lieutenant, with his people, when they started building the party, people say, which is even obedient. If you mention NDC that time, obedient saying, what is NDC? And the people remain steadfast. I think we need to appreciate those people, and we need to say Dixon and his team, thank you and congratulations for preparing a home where Obi eventually found a place to run. And as it is now, NDC is probably the fastest growing political party in Africa, if not the entire world. So I think in all is something to be happy about. One now more chance that is many. The way they closed Obi's ticket, I think this thing should take steps, to ensure that they do not produce multiple candidates in any position where possible. For those who have already declared their interest with NDC, not minding whether Obi was coming or not, I think they should be given some, some consideration, very serious consideration. Those were people who were ready to run for the party. They are not hangers on. Hangers on are those. It's only with Obi go I can go. It's only if Obi is not there I cannot go. What is your occupation? I'm following Obi. So those should not come and displace the people who were ready to run at their own capacity, because accepting to run with NDC when Obi wasn't there is a proof of capacity. So those people should not be displaced. Then where chances are, or where they can under consensus discuss, maybe I step down for you, I want to step down for you, I want to even focus on this, that can happen. But there should not be displacement of those who are proving their capacity because they want to run, if whether Obi was there or not.
But I want to stay with you a little bit. The man that looked for a home to enter couldn't build a home for himself and for other people. Is that not a concern for leadership in this country?
You're talking about
I'm talking about Obi.
Peter Obi. If you look at human being, not to defend him, but if you look at human being, we are social animals. We are meant to complement each other. We are not meant to be complete in all squares. If Obi has the base, he has the kind of attitude and character that the people want to vote him for. Yes, he didn't manage labor well. Over time, he himself didn't think of even registering a political party. He has not done anything like that. But now, that is why his effort is being complemented by that other person, His Excellency Senator Seraki Dixon, as human being and as social animal. That's how we should function. You don't have to have it all. And when we complement each other, we arrive at the right spot.
That's Inyendeba. Peter, let me come to you. Now, we already have a movement that is fashioned as a result of the coming together of Obi and Kwankwaso. That movement already started being built up in ADC. Now they moved that movement into NDC. Obi, because right now Obi is being adopted as a consensus candidate. He will need to take a VP along. Definitely, according to the books, he will take Kwankwaso. Do you think they are good to go, the OK movement?
Well, we all expected that to happen, but until Obi makes that pronouncement, he still remains in the realm of speculation. And Obi Kwankwaso coming together is a good one. OK movement is an amazing one. I like the way they coined it OK, so that no particular group want to claim leadership of it. We're all in this together. And if you look at it critically, for me, Kwankwaso is the biggest beneficiary if Obi picks him. He's the biggest beneficiary because now this platform has given him national coverage. Before, Kwankwaso was more popular in Kaduna and Kano and some other states within the region. Yeah. But this has given him national coverage. And what has this done again? He has opened up the door for Kwankwaso for the next, after this election, that is at one election, making him a front runner. Because there is no way two of them will work together this time. Whether Obi wins or not, Kwankwaso is the biggest winner. Whether he wins or not. And I sincerely pray that they get what they want and they deliver the goods they're going to promise Nigeria. Having said that, this is going to rattle the system. This is going to push APC hard. This is going to make everyone understand that even though our electoral system are not perfect, but when people turn out in mass, it becomes so hard for you to manipulate the results. And again, Kwankwaso being a well-rooted politician in the north, they're going to stand and defend their votes. It's not going to be like last time it happened. Now people have learned, people have moved forward. People understand that it's beyond voting. There is a voting process. There is a process you need to defend your votes. You shouldn't allow the electoral umpire to decide, make it hard for them to do whatever they want to do. So that is what's going to happen.
Okay, all right. Let me come to you because you talked about people voting. We saw the character. We know the skin of the leopard doesn't really change much, and we've read all through the whole spectrum of how this electoral system has been since 2023 when they started campaigning immediately after election. We can see some the primaries in APC, the way it has been going here and there. I mean, this one within the same party. The most amazing of them all is that I will count Peter as 1, I will count Okafor as 100. Is that what we are going to have in 2023? If we have it like this,
2027?
2027, what are we going to have? I mean, what's on the play?
No, I've always said that my concern is that the electoral act of 2022 that was administered in 2023 in good faith is even better than what we have now. The opposition succeeded in not doing much with the electoral act. If you look at this section 63 would almost empower any politician who chooses to print ballot papers to print. All you need to do is to satisfy the presiding officer that there was need to use that. And how much does it take to satisfy presiding officer? So we are not expecting miracles, but like Peter said, Nigerians can decide that this election we are going to invest seriously on the two parts, the voting and the counting. Why INEC reserves the right to count the election, they do not have the right to discount the election. So when the people say, oh, we are not going to allow INEC discount this election, no matter the method they are using, even though it's option A4, even though, we were laughing at Swadi the other time, it was you will show up at the polling unit, you are accredited manually, you vote manually. At the end of the day, even manual elections, when conducted properly, can still give you a credible election.
Option A4.
You option A4 for the lineup. It can still give you a credible election. So the important thing is that the people should be determined that we are not going to allow INEC, should they choose to go the way of manipulating people's covenant with their thumb on who should lead them, the people should stand against it. And I just hope INEC knows how much Nigerians want to elect their leaders, so they don't go endangering their staff, endangering the coppers they post to all these areas, expecting them to do miracles. You can endanger their lives. Like I've always said, there's nothing that's going to happen in 2027 that has not happened before. If Asiwaju wins election, there has been a re-election before. Somebody has won his re-election before. If he loses election, someone has lost his re-election bid before. Jonathan lost and Heaven didn't fall. Buhari won, Heaven didn't fall. But
Nigeria didn't see.
Yeah, Nigeria didn't see. So whichever way it comes, I expect Asiwaju not to allow INEC do this kind of thing APC is doing in their primaries. This one is announcing the winner, the other is announcing the winner. According to what you say, they will count 1, 44, 78,
400.
We don't want such very, very terrifying. So we don't want things like that. Like, and just to buttress what he said about Kwankwaso, I agree with him that Kwankwaso struck a bigger deal. The deal that was struck on the day of the convention is not dependent whether Obi wins 2027 or not. The presidency has been zoned to the north, and this will now revert us back to what we have in the time of Shagari and Ekweme them. So there will be this south-north alliance where southwest will not be there. Yeah. This is the more reason Asiwaju should use these few days remaining to do very, very well. And if he gets re-elected, he should perform very, very well. Otherwise, when they regain this alignment of south, southeast, and the north, like we have in Shagari, unless the presidency and the vice presidency will be reversing that way, and it could exclude the southwesterners. So Tinubu should use this opportunity, because the greatest beneficiary of this democracy so far has been the southwesterners. Obasanjo was the president for 8 years. Osibanjo was VP for 8 years. Tinubu is already president for 4 years, looking for 8 years. So they shouldn't mismanage it. If you mismanage it, Nigerians are going to remember.
Do you think they are not mismanaging already? Now, you answered that question, but also, Osibanjo, Obi and Kwankwaso, what should they do? Because right now, one thing is to get the ticket first, and the other thing is to strategize, and also there's a lot of voter apathy. A lot. We saw the election that ran in Abuja. We saw what happened. Are they going to address a lot of this area? Just take it from there.
Yeah, they need to push for people to come out and vote, because for the ruling party, the more people say they will, the better for them. So it now boils on them to get people that will handle their media coverage to reach out to people. People should be encouraged. People should see this is why they should come out and vote. It's easy for them to campaign. They should just campaign with a scorecard. Tell people, is it okay for you to be hungry? If it's not okay, then come out and vote. Is it okay for you to be unsecured? You can't go to schools. Most of the schools in North are shut down because of bandits. So it is easy for them to campaign, and they should push that narrative hard so that people on the street, that they will be giving money. And if I were them, they should let people understand that monies will be distributed to them, and this money that will be distributed are their monies. They should take it and vote their conscience. Or unless they want to collect this money and wait till another 4 years. No matter how much they are going to give to you, it can serve you for the next 4 years. That narrative they should push. And again, you say I didn't mismanage it. I can tell you for free, West under Obasanjo did not mismanage it. Obasanjo was a president for everyone. Obasanjo did not look at tribes. He governed Nigeria as Nigerian president. He is under this Tinubu administration that,
and Jonathan didn't do the same thing. Even Yar'Adua.
It's under him that people are beginning to see a lot of him, and Buhari started it, and he took it to a step further. People are saying this will have quota systems. We'll have a national commission. These are put in place to safeguard all this marginalization. Why are you discarding them? Look at his appointments. Everybody is complaining. So him is doing the West, the service. They think they're enjoying today. And somebody said something and it struck me. He said, Peter, go and check EFCC record. How many key Yorubas are you under investigation? Go to DSS. How many key? Do you think we're not seeing it? This is not. We are seeing it. It's obvious. He is doing them the service. They don't know. So for me, Tinubu has managed.